Well, cell phones have changed the way that we live, and they've also unfortunately changed the way a lot of people drive. Some people use them to text other people or keep up with social media, whatever's on the internet, while they're behind the wheel.
And the same local attorneys behind the Do Not Call Sol billboard campaign for a few months back are using the popular signs once again to discourage the distracted driving practice. News 13's David Romero has details on this new ploy to keep drivers safe.
At one time or another, we've all seen it. Drivers using their phones behind the wheel. Injury attorneys have seen it as well, sometimes after it's too late.
You can see that it's dangerous just in your own time out on the road, seeing people do it. And if you're hit by somebody that's been doing that, it's really devastating to you.
Attorneys at the Revo and Smith law firm hope that the message on billboards like this around Albuquerque are serving as a good reminder for everybody to keep this out of your hand while you're on the road.
The idea of the billboards was that Saul Goodman is the personification of an unethical attorney, and we wanted to contrast ourselves with that, and that became the first campaign. And now we're using that same thing to say to people, if you're injured by a distracted driver, look for a good ethical attorney, not a Saul attorney.
Staying away from shady attorneys, staying off the phone while driving, all advice that the Revo and Smith law firm has found it easy to spread around thanks to the popularity of the Breaking Bad TV spinoff, Better Call Saul.
The first one went nuts. I still hear people that I see on the street say, hey, you're those guys that did that Don't Call Saul ad. And I said, yeah, it is. It's really gone great, and we're hoping that this one will too, and will draw a lot of attention to the problem of distracted driving.
The attorneys believe it's better to avoid the distractions behind the wheel altogether than dealing with all the consequences later.
It takes you out of work, it causes you to have to go to the doctor, it could really cause a catastrophic injury, and it could even kill you. You could lose a loved one over it. So we just as soon it not happen and us not have to get involved instead of us having to get involved after someone's hurt.
David Romero, KRQE This Morning.
The billboard campaign is expected to continue through the middle of this month. As for the debut of the TV series Better Call Saul, that's happening this Sunday on the cable channel AMC.